Welcome to Pocket of Peace Yoga. I'm delighted you've chosen to join me. To begin, let's give our wrists a little love. So just make fists and turn your wrists in one direction and then the next. Maybe interlace your fingers and make a little wave with your hands. And then come to table, placing your index finger parallel with the side edge of the mat, so there's a slight external rotation of your arms. Also, an option is to fold your mat over and place your wrists on the higher, more cushioned part, if that feels better for you. We'll start with 3 cat and cows. So inhale as your hips lift, your belly drops, your chest drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, chin to chest, press up to round your back, hips tuck under, and we'll do 2 more, just like that. Moving slowly and gently as we warm up our spine. Extend your right leg behind you, toes tucked under. Gently press back. And right leg lifts. Left arm extends out for bird dog. And back to table. Now left leg extends back long, toes tucked under, gently press back. Left leg lifts, right arm extends out and reaches. And table. Left arm, right leg. And we back to table. Right arm, left leg. And table. Left arm, right leg. And pause. And now we're going to pulse our arm and a leg up 5 times. And table. Let's switch sides. And back to table. Right leg extends back and up and over to the left. And twist your upper body over to the left, looking over your left shoulder. And bring your upper body back to center. Right leg lifts up behind you, and then all the way over to the right so that it's in line with your left knee. And just move back and forth gently here, finding the spot that's a good place for a stretch for you. And then walk your hands toward your body, and your upper body lifts, your arms lift, fingertips up to the sky. And right arm comes down to right leg as we reach up and over for a lovely side bend. Back up through center. Now over to the left, and the left hand is going to come all the way down to the floor. Right arm reaches up and over. And we rise up. Now we'll use some of that core strength. We're going to bring that right leg back. So we're kneeling. Lower your arms down. And we're going to sink back on our heels with our toes tucked under. We'll do some shoulder shrugs while we're here, getting a lovely foot stretch. So let's circle our shoulders forward, up, back, and down. A couple more times. And then we'll reverse it. So back and up, forward and down. kneel up and untuck your toes and sink back down. See how this feels for the front of your ankles. Maybe place your hands on the mat and lift your shins if that feels good. And then come back to table. Now our left leg is going to extend back and up and over to the right. Upper body twists over to the right. Bring your upper body forward. Left leg lifts up behind you and all the way over to the left. So your left foot is in line with your right knee. And gentle movement here. Walk your hands towards your body and rise up. Arms lift. And then left hand to left leg, right arm reaches up and over for a side bend. Arms lift. And now over to the right, right hand comes down to the floor, left arm reaches up and over. And we rise up, using that core strength to bring our left knee back next to our right. Now bring your arms out in front of you, and we're going to kneel back and forward and back and forward. Let's do that 3 more times. Lower your hands down for table. Now we're going to bring our right hand back by your knee, lift your arm up, fingers to the sky and down to the mat. Let's do that 2 more times. And now the left side, circle back and up, forward and down. Right arms lift, forward. Fingers up to the sky. Bring the back of the hand across the mat as you thread the needle. Right ear comes to the mat. Maybe it feels good for your left hand to slide forward to the top of the mat. Maybe it feels good for your left arm to go behind you and your fingers land on your right thigh. And place your left hand under your shoulder and press up. Right arm lifts and back to table. Now left arm lifts up, to the fingers to the sky. Thread the needle, left ear to the mat. Maybe you slide your right hand forward to the top of the mat. Maybe bring your arm around so your fingers land to the top of your left thigh. Bring your right hand under your shoulder again and press up. Left arm lifts and back to table. Now come all the way down onto your belly. with your hands under your shoulders, forehead to the mat. And on the inhale, we're going to rise for cobra and lower down. Lift for cobra and lower. And one more time, lift. And arms slide forward, so you're resting on forearms. For Sphinx, with your gaze about in between your fingers, softening with every exhale. Lower your forehead back down to the mat. Hands come under your shoulders again, and then press up and back to child's pose. Perhaps you want to keep your legs just like this and lean all the way back, or maybe you like your knees to the side edge of the mat and your toes together. Whatever your preference is, arms extended or resting forehead on your hands. Find what option feels good for your body today. Then we're going to press up a bit and walk our upper body over to the right and lower down again. And then we walk our upper body over to the left and lower down. And back to center. And this time perhaps you'd like to have your arms alongside your body with your hands by your feet, if that feels good. Place your hands under your shoulders and press yourselves up to a kneeling position. Let's inhale our arms overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Do that 2 more times. And this time, let's bring our thumbs to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart center for a heart that is open to both give and receive kindness. Thank you for joining me.